time to talk about a documentary relating to a couple of subjects that I love, physical retro game stores and also game preservation. It's an Indiegogo campaign called Not for Resale. There's a $12,000 flex goal. There's about a month left by the time I record this. There's about a month left. It's going to need some help. Directed by Kevin James. There's a 4-minute trailer. And they are going around talking to people that own retro game stores. And some of the bigger ones, including my favorite one, the one that I love, which is Digital Press in New Jersey. But they're also speaking to some other big ones out there. East Starland, outside of DC, is one, for example, that they plan to visit and or go back to. I actually spoke to Kevin, who's the director, who's been filming this and trying to get the funds to film more of this and also to do the post-production and things of that nature. And $12,000 for a documentary of this nature. And if you look at it, it's very well shot. They have real equipment. It's not just some guy using this iPhone. $12,000 is not that much here. So it's a feature-length documentary about mom-and-pop retail shops that still sell physical goods in the face of an increasingly digital marketplace. This is the description. A snapshot of the state of small business in America and the path forward with digital libraries. So it's only a few guys putting this together, I believe. It's only like 3 guys. There's going to be interviews. If you watch the video, you can see. But they actually went to the Library of Congress. Because this is an issue that Ian and I brought up before about preservation for the future with the onslaught of digital. What happens to games 50 years from now that are tied to cell phones that are thrown out, that are not available again? What happens to games that are digital download only on consoles? And then 50 years from now, they're forgotten. There's no way to access them. They are on PS3 consoles. And there's no way to easily play them anymore. What do you do? So that's an important issue to me. So the fact that they went to the Library of Congress to talk to people about that, because they preserve movies, books, everything, and video games. That's an important conversation to have, and I'm glad that they're taking that step to do that. Let's see, they using a rental car that went out to New England and North Carolina to Oklahoma to Chicago and Canada. So they're going to be talking to limited run games, limited run guys that I spoke to as well. Josh and Doug doing a great job. They've only been around for like a year and a half. They're the ones putting out physical releases of digital games. They just did Wonder Boy Dragon's Trap. They're talking to Psyonix. They're the guys that do Rocket League. They're out in San Diego. Hey, maybe I'll talk to them. Me and Ian at Luna Video Games. They're going to the National Video Game Museum out in Texas, run by Joe Santulli. This is what's planned here. So check it out. It's on. Unfortunately, it's not the best URL here, but it's search for Not for Resale, and that's on Indiegogo. And I think the plan is that if they get a decent amount of money, then they can go and visit more mom and pop shops. And speaking to Kevin, I think the goal is to go to 20 to 30 mom and pop shops that are out there, which is a decent number. You probably don't want to do more than that. For a documentary, you don't want to do that. I think the goal is for it to be like about a 100-minute documentary, not too long, and to really get the experience from, find out from the people that open these shops. It's a love of retro games, sure, but it's the experience of coming in. It's the experience of the physical game, owning it. Like, you can always say, yes, anyone can go out and download any of the games you see on this wall here and play them. But what drives someone to, rent out a store, lease a storefront, hire employees, invest a lot of money in order to provide physical media to someone? The same argument for why does someone bother opening a CD or record store in this day and age? Will physical media go away? Yeah, probably eventually. We'll be dead. It's going to be around for a while, though, still, at least for our generation. And, check it out again. I'll try not to shill it too much, but it seems like a good project. I try not to promote or talk about these Kickstarters too much. Unless it's something I really think is going to be a worthwhile project. I've gone out of my way to not talk about other retro video game documentaries. I didn't feel that they were up to snuff, and it's not something that I thought was worth my time or my audience's time. But this seems like something that could be nice. But check out the I think it's like a 4-minute video. Check it out for yourself and see if something that you'd either want to support or just spread the word. It's Not for Resale, a video game store documentary film.